Uncle Jesse here. How you doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your week. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Anyway, folks, a few things I'm going to talk about today about the MTA. What else? I'm Uncle Jesse from the MTA, freelance photographer, freelance critic, and everything else that goes along with it. So anyway, folks, first thing I want to do is this week I read let me see, I got it somewhere around here. I read that the police commissioner is actually going to get involved, or he says he's going to get involved with the homelessness, to address the issue that we have with the homelessness on the train. Now, I'm not against the homeless. Don't get me wrong. Don't crucify me. Don't get on my page and start writing. It's not about that. It's about getting help for the homeless, because it's just not the place to be. First of all, living down a train station, it's not healthy. It's not the best place to be. It's cold, you know. I mean, it's warmer from outside, but it's cold. So anyway, folks, we have to find a place for the homeless. We have to find help for the homeless, because a lot of them have a mental issue, so it's hard to get them into, you know, intake them into the program and to get them to a house, to housing, and get them into a place to live. So the first thing we have to do is get them mental health. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, so the police commissioner says he's going to do something about it. I hope he does, because it's not fair to us passengers. We pay $2.75. The other day I went on a train and I paid $2.75, and I just couldn't even get onto there was like 5 cars I had to walk through because the smell, you know, it was bad. I went into one train. There was about 4 homeless people in there that were laying down. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I had to find. So it's not fair to us, the paying customers, those who do pay our fare, to put up. You know, we have to put up with this. It's just not the right thing to do. Anyway, and Uncle Jesse's about doing the right thing. Anyway, so we got to get the homeless help. We got to get them a place to live, and then we have to shift them out slowly out of the train system. And I hope that's what the police commission will do. Okay, moving along. What is moving along? Anyway, what is this? I'm trying to find something. Another thing is, I continue to talk about coughing and not covering your mouth. If, for example, if you're walking up an escalator, if you go riding up an escalator and you cough, you know, the wind is going downward, and whatever you coughed is coming into my face. Now, I don't know if you're sick. I don't want to know you're sick. I'm not a doctor. I just don't want your germs on top of me. Okay? Just don't want the germs on top of me. I'm not a germaphobe and whatever, but I just don't want the germs or whatever the hell you expelling out of your mouth against me. So don't do it. Cover your mouth. Okay? Same thing when you're in the street. It's winter time. The wind is going against. Going against. Bringing it right into my face when I'm walking behind you. Maybe I shouldn't walk behind you, but this is New York City. There's no room. I have to walk behind you. So cover your mouth. You got to cover your mouth. You got to cover your mouth. So let's stay healthy. Let's not spread out germs. Let's flu season. Cover your mouth. Okay. Number 3 actually. You got to pay your fare. Now, I know it's a dirty system. There's rats the size of bigger than squirrels, bigger than cats. There's garbage, there's urine all over the place, there's feces. It's the dirtiest. It's the dirtiest. If they did a test for germs and bacteria, it's the dirtiest place to be. But it's our train system. So, unfortunately, this city moves on the train system. Just imagine when last time when the train system was on strike. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. People didn't know where to go. So, you got to preserve it, okay? I'm freelance man here. I don't care. I am just looking for the right thing, okay? I know the system is dirty. Don't come again. I know the system is dirty. But you got to get from point A to point B. So you got to pay $2.75, okay? If you have the attitude of saying, fuck it, I'm not paying $2.75, and the next person says, fuck it, I'm not paying $2.75, and the next person says, fuck it, I am not paying $2.75. Right now, they're reporting $2 billion, I think it is. I don't have my facts here right now. I just didn't do my tablet is off. I think it's $2 billion deficit because people are not paying their fare, and it's like, I don't know what it is, like $1 million, something, whatever it is, a day that we lose, that the MTA loses in revenue. Now you might not look at it that way. You might say, well, fuck it, it's $275. But just imagine the people all day that go through the system. And let me tell you something. It's people from all walks of life. I'm at the train station. I'm observing. One person goes out the exit door. Those exit gates, which are getting smaller. That's another topic we got to touch on. And the businessman walks in with a briefcase. The lady she's a nurse, she walks in. The lady who runs a corporate office runs in. And the 2 kids from school run in. And the old lady who's senile, who says she doesn't have $275, runs in. And the old rabbi runs in. And the priest runs in. And everyone runs in. And we're losing money left and right. We're losing money, folks. So, what are we going to do? You got to pay your fare, okay? I don't know if things are going to get better, but the MTA in the city, they need money to fix these things. I'm not guaranteeing you that it's going to work by you paying your fare, but I think that by paying your fair share of your fare, something will eventually happen, okay? So, pay your fare, okay? Pay your fare. Another thing, again, going back to these trains and the homeless, it's disgusting. I have a video that's too graphic for me to show. There's a homeless man sitting down with a bunch of bags and stuff, and he just decides that he's got to use the bathroom. He's got to urinate, and he just whips it out. He starts to pee as he's laying down, and the pee is like running onto the thing. And he must have had a full bladder because this thing is like flowing down. It's like Niagara Falls, and it's flowing down the aisle, and it's disgusting. I mean, I wish I could put it on here so you could see it, but it's too graphic. But use your imagination. If you want to see it, text me, email me, and I'll send it to you in private. So that you can see this. I'm not making this stuff up. Uncle Jesse doesn't make this shit up. I look at it, I see it, I observe it, so I don't make this stuff up, okay? I don't set out to be malicious. So for those who think that I might be malicious or I might be fucked up in the head or something, yeah, I am fucked up in the head, but that's besides the point. I don't set out to be malicious. I just set out to make things, to bring to the attention of people what goes on in the city, okay? And my specialty is the MTA, okay? I will go and, if I walk the street, forget it, I would never be out of business. But, yes, in the train system, we need help, the MTA. So, anyway, going back, this guy was urinating. It was just disgusting. And imagine the germs and everything. We got to get these people help, okay? We have to get these people help. Maybe we have a new mayor, maybe something would happen. I just don't know. But we definitely need something help, okay? Another thing now, the latest thing is that don't cross between cars, okay? I see trains that are stopped at the last stop, and people were crossing between the cars. First of all, it's illegal now. You get a summons, and it's dangerous. 27 years ago, when I was in the police department, I responded to a call where it was in the Bronx, Westchester Avenue on the 6th line on Manor and Westchester. I'll never forget it. It's the elevated train, the 6th train. And a guy, he was drinking, he was drunk because passengers described him as a drunk man, Mexican, not picking on anybody, but these are witnesses said to us, he was a Mexican gentleman who was drunk, and he was going from one train to the other. He went in from one, he opened the door. We don't know if he was going to go from one train to the other or maybe use the bathroom, but he fell in between 3 of these subway cars, went over him before the train came to a stop. When I responded there, it was blood coming down from the overhead, from the train, from the L. There was pieces of his head. When you eat watermelon, that rind? There was pieces of that all over the street. It was not cute. It was not a nice way to die. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible way to die. Folks, that's always been in my head. And I personally tell people don't go between the trains. If the train is moving, wait till the train stops, go from one door to the other. I'm not going to say you go through the train when the train is stopped. I'm not going to tell you that, but while the train is in motion, it is highly dangerous to go from one car to the other. One slip and you are done. You are the late Mr. So-and-so, late Mrs. So-and-so. Don't do it. I'm telling you, I saw it in person happen. I saw the condition afterwards, and it's not funny. And it's not worth your life, because you are going home at the end of the day, or you're going to work. The main object is to arrive alive. Okay?